All right, Mike, if it's Tuesday, that can mean only one thing. It is time for Comic Book School Live, the show where we talk about the craft and business of making comics, but we're not going to be talking about the craft and business of making comics. What are we doing tonight, Mike?
We're going to be talking to the creators of Robot Chicken, which is not a comic, but it's a TV show.
It is a TV show. It is a TV show. By way of introduction, you are a writer on. So this episode is subtitled "How Mike Keeps His Day Job," right? So, Mike, let's just jump right into it because people don't want to hear us talk at this point. Tell them who I am.
Buddy Scalera, award-winning comic book writer, educator, and marketing technologist.
That sounds good. All right, now about you.
Mike Fasolo, writer, Emmy Award winner, blah blah blah, comic book stuff, and there we go. That's about me.
But you're going to notice two things in common, Mike. We both worked at Wizard, Toy Fair, Inquest. Yep. And this is the thread that ties things together, and we're going to get right into that tonight. So get ready with the applause button, and we're going to start. Tonight, Robot Chicken returns. And what does that mean, Mike? Robot Chicken returns. There is a new special, and we're going to be welcoming Seth and Matt to the show. I'm not sure if we're supposed to call them Matt or Matthew. We'll have to bring that up in the show. And, of course, very subtly there at the bottom, our socials.
Yes, all of them.
Almost imperceptible there. So, Mike, bring on our guests, Matt Senreich and Seth Green, with lots of applause. Do the thing.
I'm doing the thing. There we go.
Where did you find these pictures?
That was thoroughly convincing applause, guys. For this audience is massive.
Mike, you look good in that picture.
This is embarrassing.
Huge.
You look
Real
great.
deal. We brought all 11 people to the show, Seth. So tonight, guys, we're going to be talking about your victorious return, but we have a lot of ground to cover at very least. Mike, we're going to just do quick intros so everybody knows who we're talking with, and it is your job, Mike. Robot Chicken has won lots and lots of awards, 11 wins, 36 nominations in so many categories. It's a little staggering. Mike, they must be very proud of you there.
Oh, well, of course. You know how it is. You're proud of me too, bud. So
I am proud.
Never show I work. They're proud of me.
I'm proud of you. Well done.
There's no one in the Robot Chicken universe that gets more hugs or praise than Mike Fasolo.
I'll second that. That's actually truth.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
I understand that Mike's a personality hire mostly.
You know, I won't say no to that.
He's we're getting him a T-shirt that says "Good to have around."
Yeah, good for morale. Good for morale.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mike, let's keep going on. We've had other Robot Chicken people featured on the show. Seth, you were famously on the show. I think we were supposed to last 45 minutes. I think we did about an hour and 40.
Sounds
you
right.
You were on a roll. We were like, just let him keep going.
Let him cook.
Stands is one of our finest episodes. We also had Doug Goldstein, and I'm not supposed to. Yeah,
Sure.
Are we supposed to call him Douglas or Doug?
No, he was never Douglas.
It was never Douglas.
Yeah.
Douglas sounds dirty if you're talking about Doug.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
But buddy, maybe you called him back in the old days.
So if people are totally fascinated and they want to check out those other episodes, they can. But first, let's meet Seth Green. Mike, do the round of applause things. 15 wins, 33 nominations. Mike, do the applause thing. You got to do
I got to find my right button.
What am I winning? These awards are so nebulous.
Yeah, you won the lottery of having played awesome roles in amazing shows. And my daughter, who you saw before the show, wanted to talk to you specifically because of this. I did not realize you played so many characters, Seth.
I do a lot of stuff, yeah. I like acting. What can I say?
Lots of things here and there.
Yeah, and then not to be outdone, Matt. Give Matt a round of applause, Mike.
Oh, God. That's a terrible picture.
Oh, yeah, that's a good picture.
And Seth, just not to make you feel bad, I actually found worse pictures of you from my photo roll back.
Wow.
I don't have a photo of you anywhere with your eyes open. I don't think.
Look at this teen tour.
Wow. This isn't a teen tour. This is Wizard.
That's
a kegger.
Is that one of our parties?
This was the ice cream truck outside for some reason. I don't remember.
This is literally a truck with a freezer in the back that's full of ice cream.
And
Guys, we
I'm
gotta bring this freezer.
There's Nachi, there's Phil,
Yeah.
there's Matt with your eyes closed. There's Bob Marshall's got a suit on for some reason.
I'm
And Matt, I
enjoying that ice
seriously tried
cream.
to find one photo of you with your eyes open. I couldn't find one.
Matt's such a stoner. You'll never find
Whose
him with
hair
his
is that
eyes
behind
open.
me?
Whose
That's
hair
the
is
real-
that behind you?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Exactly.
blonde?
That's going to be the mystery.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh.
have to find the high red. I think that's Glenn Haight over
Oh,
there.
no,
right?
no, no, not in that picture.
In the other picture.
In the other picture. That.
Maybe that was who's
I know.
the
This is going to
maybe
bore
Diane?
people, us trying to figure it out. But
yeah. Could be
that's a good
Diane.
question.
I will find the. I will
This
find
is
the
the
rest
most
of the role.
engaging podcast content going right now. So I say lean into it.
You don't like
Matt,
the
we were
regular
able to
stuff
finesse
you weren't a part
it,
of?
so, you know, I'm saying we can go as long as you want.
There you go.
Anyway, we all met through Wizard, and you guys snuck Seth in to the office. Most of us didn't get to know that Seth was there, except for a select few. Matt, I don't remember my invitation to drive across California with you. I don't know if that's still pending or not.
Must
But
have got lost in the mail.
We might
Yeah,
be
so-
able to go back from California to New York together. We can discuss that after.
all right, so give us the history. How did this turn into this?
Oh, gosh. So
Yeah, I don't think it's like a direct exacting thing. Matt, I wanted to make a stop motion something. And I asked Matt, because we'd known each other for a while, and I know they produced so many of these photo shoots that it wasn't too far a stretch to put the photographs in a sequence of motion. Like I knew enough about stop motion to understand that they might have some base supplies to be able to help make what I was trying to make for less money. And so Matt and I was like, you want to like produce this with me? And he was like, yeah, let's partner on this and we'll just figure out what the hell it was. And we set about trying to make a short that I was going to bring on Conan O'Brien. And then part of us just trying to we met with so many people because we called everybody from like Aardman the Kyoto brothers just to say, who does this? How do you do this? And we wound up teaming up with the guys who became Screen Novelties, Mark and Shay and Chris, and built. I skipped a step, but it's not critical. Somewhere along the line of doing all of this research and meeting all these people and even interviewing like second-year students at the Cuber School, trying to figure out who we could staff this with, Sony put a little money into a digital upstart called Sony Digital. And their plan was
It was called
linear
Screen Blast at the time.
Screen Blast. Just to really put a
Make
point
yourself
on this,
feel
this was
old, yeah.
dial-up. This was dial-up.
The old
Dial-up
dial-up
media.
modems.
Dial-up media. So they gave us next to nothing to make as much as we could. And we were like, yeah, all right, sure. They were like, we think this might be, if they'd have known the words, they would have called it YouTube. But that's what they were trying to build. Like pre-broadband, this was the goal. That's how it
This
started.
Yeah.
Like, that's where it came from. It was just us like, do you know where I can find a Brooklyn Bridge in He-Man scale?
But yeah, it was just all about.
Do you
again,
know where
it
I
was-
can find like the Jar Jar Binks whose eyes go up?
the first thing we shot was Seth and Conan O'Brien's puppet, going on an adventure together, and it ended up on Conan O'Brien, which kind of kickstarted the whole thing.
Yep.
Wow, I had no idea about that secret history. Now,
Yeah.
20
No
is that
secret.
20 years now? Are you
So
guys-
well publicized. Yeah, that was 99 that we were shooting the original, the Sweet J shorts.
Yeah, these shorts for Screen Blast that no one got to see because it was dial up and would take 24 hours to actually download the thing to be able to see.
No. Some kids on the college campuses got the benefits of the overeager street teams that handed them micro CDs that I'm sure they could still play in their PlayStation or something if they were really thinking about it.
Yep.
So this is 20 years going now.
It's 20 years from actually when it got onto Adult Swim. Once we
Right,
had
2005.
once we had those shorts that we made for Screen Blast or for whatever we wanted, Sony or whatever, we actually spent 4 years then trying to shop this concept to different networks.
Well,
to
because we
say,
knew we had something.
Yeah.
We knew it was something, and whether it was something that was going to work on Mad TV, or something that was going to work on SNL, or something that could be interstitials somewhere, we didn't know what it was. But we made a deal with the lawyer at Sony Digital to let us shop it around, and we had a real hook in at Comedy Central. Like, we thought we were going to make a deal at Comedy Central September 9th, 2001.
Oh no!
It was looking good. Yeah.
It was really looking positive.
And then something
I don't
happened.
know. Suffice to say, the world
Changed.
reprioritized.
Nothing was funny for some reason after that.
Nobody
They
wants to
straight
laugh
up were like,
anymore.
guys, we're not going to do this. We're just not going to do it. We took it back, thought about it for a minute, tried to figure out what it was. And then it was Seth MacFarlane. Because we had been to Cartoon Network before the Adult Swim became what it was. They didn't have a late night broadcast Sunday nights between 11:30 and 6 a.m. And so it just didn't exist. And when Mike Lazo decided to buy the old episodes of Family Guy that were from a canceled show, technically a second window of reruns that had already aired, everyone thought he was a maniac. But he got those episodes over 1 million views. Over 1 million views. And that gave them an operating budget because of the ad money they were bringing in. Gave them an operating budget to greenlight original programs. And we were one of the original programs that they greenlit that year. So we got to make 20 quarter hours of this, I don't know, show, right? That's what it felt like. The whole first season, we were like, what is even happening? This is so ridiculous. And we were just, I don't know, putting every joke that we thought was funny, all the stuff that we thought no one ever gets a chance to say about media that is this cultish. We really thought that we were aiming for niche, and we were stunned to find out how big an audience there was.
Yeah.
We're just talking about pop, I think. That's all.
The thing that struck me with what you just said was it was so niche. Like either you got the joke or it just went right past you, and you didn't. You made no apologies. You just made the joke.
We wanted to call the show ADD TV.
We even said it at one point really early on. It was in 2005 when YouTube was just getting started, and none of the shit was on the internet. Like, it was very hard to find any of these toys. It was even really hard to verify any of the information that we wanted for the benefit of our clearance lawyers. But everything got up to us. But in 2005, I said in the Rise Room, I go, I don't know, guys. I really feel like we are actively contributing to the abbreviation of the attention span of this generation. Like, we're setting them up for failure. This just doesn't seem like a really good idea.
Mike, do you remember any of this? Does any of this ring a bell for you?
Oh yes, I know all of it.
I see your Emmy placed daintily in the corner there. Very
Yeah,
nice.
you see that? And then over here is the Robot Chicken Funko Pop figure.
That's
And do you have a Robot Chicken shirt on, Mike?
I do.
Oh, that's our hoodie.
My season 9 hoodie.
Nice.
Those are very limited.
You know what?
And worn with pride. Like,
Oh, look at that! You got one too, Matt.
My season 10. Yep.
Very nice. All right, so here we go. We're gonna take through here. So you guys hit the jackpot being able to work with licensed properties. Was Star Wars your first licensed property collaboration?
Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, it was all by it. I wouldn't call it luck.
It was just really right place, right time. It's a couple of bold asks, and then some like well orchestrated
asking, but
positive outcomes, right?
Yeah,
like
it really started by that Emperor phone call sketch that Doug Goldstein will take credit for and Breckenmeyer will take credit for, and I like how they beat up.
There's a difference between concept and dialogue, but also that Emperor phone call, just to tangent for a second. Mike, don't you remember all the alt endings trying to get out of that sketch? Like, there was even a version of it where it was like, and we'll be back with Life with Palpatine in just a minute. And like, just fucking go out. And it was even in the record. It was even in the record when Maverick was on the phone on the finishing up, and I go, just say, I love you too. Say, I love you too.
Yeah, it was wild. But what ended up happening was that thing aired, And like that week, we got a call in our office, Seth and I.
YouTube,
and
the internet.
The caller ID showed Lucasfilm on the call. And I remember having a panic attack thinking we were going to get sued.
We definitely were like, yo, don't answer it. Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Don't answer it, though. Just don't answer it.
I picked up the phone and I pretended to be an assistant. And I was like,
you said Matt and Seth's office. Which
this is Matt and Seth's office. How can I help you?
That's what we would instruct a professional to say on our behalf.
And the woman on the phone, who I adore, says, "Hi, this is Tracy Canobio." And I was like, "Excuse me?" And she said her name was Tracy Canobio. And I was like,
we're like, all right.
We're like, who is it? I honest to God was like, who are you?
On.
And her last name is Cannobbio, which is insane to work at actual.
But she was the PR relations for Lucasfilm and wanted us to come up to ILM, to the Presidio facility, and meet with their brand team because they were still figuring out what they were doing at that point. Like it's post the prequels,
but it's right after the prequels.
But pre the Clone Wars movie, like it was a really interesting time where they were trying to figure out what the brand transition was going to be.
Yep.
And George still had a bunch of content plans, and they were trying to figure out
they said
where we could fit in.
They said George had seen the sketch and he loved it and he wanted to invite us out. And so we went. And while we were up there and we got this amazing tour, it was fantastic. And we're sitting with the heads of the
Let me put you over, Matt, because this is the most baller shit you ever did. We were in this meeting and they're talking about all of these different ways that they could collaborate with us being wraparounds for their fan movies, us being like animated commenters on something. And Matt goes, what about a half hour of Robot Chicken that's exclusively Star Wars? And I just remember even looking at him like, what the fuck?
What are you saying?
But we just let it sit. Silence. Just let it sit. Silence in the room. Just silence. Didn't double back on it. Didn't say, just let it sit.
But you know what?
Until somebody said, maybe that could work.
Yeah.
And then we just doubled down and like, here's all the ways that would work. Here's all the ways that would work.
We were it was a very short time before we were up and running on it. It was amazing.
Mike, give Matt a round of applause for the baller move.
There we go.
It was insane.
And for letting the silence fit, right, Seth?
Oh, yeah. That worked out.
And you were probably thinking, do they know what we do?
No. We knew it. That's the thing, right? Like our POV is always from a place of love. We're never hating on this shit or really dragging it or trying to roast it. It's always, this stuff is so inherently funny, especially things that you love deeply and are just silly. They're silly inside, right? Like there's so much suspension of disbelief. There's so much like, oh, this is happening and that's totally fine. This alien doesn't look weird at all. Like there's just edges of that are really usable for comedic effect. And I think George Lucas has always understood that. And that's why he was cool with this kind of stuff being made, especially since it's essentially parody, even with their blessing. It's not like of the creator. It's just a tangential expression of the brand.
Exactly.
Oh, look at this. We got comments saying, how are there only 16 people watching this? Yeah, it's a discussion. A discussion among brilliant minds who help make the absurdity of life childlike and safe to laugh at. Look at that.
What an interesting comment. I guess you should just be tweeting that something cool is happening. Do these archive? Like, what's your motto here, Mike?
We got an old Robot Chicken guy.
Oh,
Miles, miss you, buddy.
Thanks for everyone. He's quoting the show.
Yes, chocolate chicken eggs for everyone.
I love it.
Oh my God, that's like super back. That's the isn't that the original?
That's the Easter Bunny.
That's the Easter Bunny one.
But from the resurrection sketch.
No, that was this is just a flip.
The other one.
Don't you remember from the
He goes, I found a chocolate one.
No. In the original Sweet J stuff, when Jesus so crazy. Nobody's seen this sketch except anybody that I don't think that ever aired. But it's like the wrestler Goldberg and don't you remember?
I know what you're talking about.
So
That's
deep.
different than this one, yes.
And the superhero Batman.
Yeah.
And Jesus like kicks the thing open, but it's not Jesus, it's the Easter Bunny. Chocolate chicken eggs for everybody.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, yeah. Yes, Glenn.
Mike.
Yes.
I'm talking to my bosses. Yes.
Or maybe not.
I think
Maybe
Mike,
not after this.
yeah.
After this.
I don't know if Mike's the boss. I think he is the boss.
All right, so we keep going, and a lot of superhero stuff. You know, back to the days of where it all started. You've done a lot of superhero parody, a lot of funny stuff that sometimes a little surprising. You got away with what you got away with.
I mean, it really starts and it goes back to the Wizard days. Honestly, this DC special stuff and all this happened because we were friends with Jeff Johns.
It's something even bigger than that, though, and I think this is what you're speaking to, buddy. It's the fact that these kinds of characters, the people that curate their images, they recognize the elasticity of their appeal, and they recognize that even this kind of stuff, these kinds of stories, these kinds of jokes, it can't get close to breaking these characters. It won't break the characters. Like, this is the stuff that can coexist alongside whatever sincere interpretation they want to pitch.
It's true.
That's why we get to work with these brands.
Exactly.
That's exactly, I think, where I was going, which is sometimes I would think, how did they get away with it? And it is because, well, number one, you're clearly fans. I mean, you're digging deep into certain types of trivia that if you weren't a fan, you wouldn't have known that. Yeah.
And the one thing, and to the credit of this, and I'll say it because Jeff Johns always says it, is you can't break Batman. Batman will always exist. Like, he will always be this type of personality.
But let's just be honest, pain really fucked up my back for a while. But you can't. I'll never be broken forever.
You believe it. You can see him in Teen Titans Go, and you can see him in the dark versions, that end up playing out in the features. Like, it's all different types.
I'm still down to see Robert Pattinson.
You had lots of specials. Incidentally, I was able to catch up on. I don't know if it's everything, but an astonishing amount of content on HBO. It just suddenly was there. And I said to Mike, I was like, Mike, nice. Your royalty checks must be rolling in.
No, that's not how.
I wish that's
how it works. It doesn't. The royalty check, they don't back up with like a.
Nope.
It would be awesome.
You're misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding the
how TV works.
The slow compression. Have you seen Fantastic Four yet?
Not yet.
Well, it's a little like Galactus, what's happening in entertainment right now.
Yes.
It's a little, it's just like a big machine that's like, hunger, consuming. And we're like, you can eat it, but you still got to know how to operate. And it's like, not my problem.
No, but with the drop onto HBO, have you and the rest of the crew seen this sudden surge of interest? And was the drop on HBO because of the new special?
It's been on Max for a while. I think the difference was in the special, we helped break it out to make sure the seasons were separate than the actual specials themselves. So now
in the queue, the way that you watch it, the way that it's available to you, each of the specials were grouped along with the season. So now we have everything broken out. And you can see all the content separated. You can watch a season of the show. You can watch all the Christmas specials. You can watch any of the themed specials. It's all just available more easily.
Exactly.
I was amazed at how good your animation is now. Looking at the earlier episodes, it was good, but this is really great animation. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but
well, there's a lot of things that have improved technologically over the years that have made it possible for these artists to render stop motion like you've never seen. You go and look at a movie like Pinocchio, it's just this incredible work, and those artists work all over the world. So that's what we try and do. We try and find projects that that artists want to work on, and then we try and make an environment that artists want to help us create it.
All right, we got a question first.
Okay. I was going to go. I had a question, but let Andrew go and do the voice. Tell him where Andrew's from, Mike.
Andrew is our one of our 2 viewers from Australia.
Oh wow!
And he loves it when I do the Australian accent.
I want to hear it.
So, so the question would be, did you guys ever come up with a joke that was too over the top to use?
First of all, I want to analyze what you just did, but that's amazing. And as far as did we ever come up with a joke that was too over the top to use all the time?
Yeah.
God,
They
Mike,
get
that
shot
bordered
down
on it.
quickly.
I've got to chime in. I've got to chime in on Andrew's behalf. That was borderline offense.
Andrew threatens to quit to unsub and report me every week.
It's the way you said over and the way you said top. So it's like over.
All right, pull it up again, Mike. Let's hear how it should be done by a real actor. Go ahead.
You guys ever come up with a joke that was too over the top to use?
Oh, that's way better.
That's still a little better. I'd say it's just a little better.
Oh, it's a little better.
I don't know. Did we?
I mean, but
on you, Mike. I've literally spent my life studying accents.
And Eric, see, this is what Andrew. Yep. Oh no, not the voice. There it is.
It is. We've done
it. No. Yes. I mean,
not
would we
really.
say it ever?
Not really. Yeah, Shitty's right. It does have a little too British. Yeah.
Yeah. Seth, they liked your version better. I don't know.
Oh, they did.
But
I guess
yeah,
I see.
They did.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I love the region. Where in Australia are you from?
He's from somewhere. I forget where. I don't know.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now.
Yeah, they're 12 hours difference, so it's 8:32 a.m.
You should
there.
know these things.
I should. I know that he comes from. He's from
Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Okay.
Brisbane.
Yeah, beautiful.
We've been there.
All right.
You want to? What's the next special going to be? Oh, that's a secret.
All right. Well, let's talk about this special, guys. Talk to us, and I have a lot of screenshots from the special, so I might scroll through them while you talk. Tee it up. What is the self-discovery special, and why was it made?
Well,
you want to take this one? You can take it.
Yeah, I really guess I do.
Yeah.
You probably want me to as well. Yeah. Let me just lean into this idea. Reality TV has been asking for it. And Robot Chicken has had a bit of fun exploration with that. We got in the context of a season, did an episode where the nerd got into the Bravo verse, and it was so effective and funny. And the concept of reality as having an entire dominion is undeniable. So when Discovery, like Galactus, hoovered up all of Warner Brothers and its underlying assets,
why not
really
make
only
fun
had
why not
really
make fun of
only
your
had
bosses?
one pitch.
Yeah.
This isn't make fun of your bosses. This is just like reminding all our corporate daddies what they own.
This is what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we're here for you.
We're just pointing it out.
We're here for
But
you.
what exactly is the show about?
It's
Well, the
taking
show is this.
it's taking the all the assets that Discovery Channel has and turning them.
You make it
90
sound so
degrees.
clinical. It's as simple as the nerd gets caught up in reality TV through the Discovery platform. Like no matter where he turns, he is enveloped by different concepts of reality television to the point where his entire life is overrun with cameras and pressing urgent questions about what's he doing at this moment.
Well said. And at the
Plus
same
it's
time,
really, really funny.
if you haven't seen any shows on the Discovery Channel, the titles alone are funny. So it's fun to look at each of them, whether it be Naked and Afraid or My Feet Are Killing Me. Those are actual shows. So
Dr.
do
Pimple
not
Popper.
lean into those.
So, Mike, do you know now what you worked on?
I know exactly what I worked on.
Oh, you do? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we
I've
go.
heard some of these sketches. Shockingly, I know.
Yeah. The one that I wanted on didn't get on, and I'm still disappointed.
Which one?
It was that one with because this was supposed to be aired right around the time that Shark Week was coming out. So I pitched.
It kicked off Shark Week.
Well, yeah, but then the sketch I pitched was two sharks in the gym. One was all jacked up, and he's lifting weights. And the announcer comes on and goes, "Shark strong." And then you pan over to the little one. He can barely lift any weights. And he goes, "Shark Week." And then it kicks off Shark Week. But It made it.
That was behind that one.
It made it past the barriers.
It got shot.
Getting into the show, but it didn't make it to the.
Let me rephrase that. It got voiced. Let's say that.
That should have been the animatic sketch, but you know,
what are you the animatic? That is correct. It almost got there.
Don't you remember, Mike? We had to cut like 21 minutes out of.
I know. Yes, yeah. The cutting is always the hardest part.
Yep.
This is I don't know where this graphic came from. Thank you, internet. What are we looking at here? You wanna curate this for us?
Bitch Pudding has a Bitch Pudding takes on the Ghost Adventures guys in the top left corner there.
And kudos to them. They had a real sense of humor after it came out. They're like loving the fact that we kind of had a little fun with them. So shout out to them.
Yeah, always got to have a sense of humor.
Exactly.
Here's Guy Fieri going on a grocery run with Gargamel, picking up ingredients for the Smurf pie.
That was a very funny one.
This is a confrontation between Zach Baggins and Scooby-Doo, the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah.
You understand.
Exactly.
I mean, spoiler alert, Scooby becomes a defector. Oh, yeah, down here, as part of the Riddler's insane plot, Catwoman and Batman are teamed up on a desert island with no clothes on, naked and afraid.
Of love.
Naked and afraid of love. Or of commitment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And down here, the Moonshiners are given the
powers of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, the power of protecting
Sailor
the
Moon,
Moonshine Kingdom.
Yep.
And then, of course, I don't know. How do you pronounce his last name? Fieri?
Fieri.
We thought it was Fieri, but it's Fieri.
He's the best, dude. Oh, I love this guy so much. He really, really just did. Like Gargamel says it, but it's like, you just don't disappoint, do you? You really
don't
everything
know
I wanted.
When these actors come in and like actually perform, and then you
don't know if anybody's any good or if they're a dick or whatever it is. But he, obviously he's such a professional. He does hours and hours of television, talking directly to the camera, communicating with people. He's got you just hope that it's not a front, but he was awesome. Was really funny. Did a couple of voices for us and crushed. Improv'd a bunch of stuff. It was great.
Thanks, Redheaded Ed.
Redheaded Ed. All right, we're gonna prompt you again. This was pretty outrageous stuff. You took this and ran with it. What was the idea? Usually you're going to work with regular action figures, and this was a slight departure.
Not necessarily. I mean,
this character. She's we've recorded this character, Bitch Pudding.
Bitch
she's
Pudding
like
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's an unlikely fan favorite. We often say we condemn our fans for heralding this as a hero. She is not a stable person to be impersonated. Like, not nice.
But yes,
I think she's sociopathic. I don't know.
So she wants to be a ghost event. Well, she wants her own version of the Ghost Adventures and just leans into it.
It's Pudding sees stuff that she wants and she takes it. She wanted a ghost hunting show on the Travel Channel.
And that's what happens. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's keep going through here. Once again, I loved what you did with the Scooby Gang. The animation was, or I don't know what the right word is. Animation.
The animation. Yeah.
Is it animation? Yeah. Great fun. A lot of fun. You did the characters right. Now, how when you're doing this, are you deciding from all the celebrities in your Rolodex who's going to do what voice, and how do you bring this to life?
Well, with this one, go ahead.
I was going to say sometimes it's a budget thing, like how many people you get in the show total.
Yeah.
And so in this case, since we wanted to go to the like Freddie and
Matt Lillard
and
Linda Cardellini
and Linda, that was the whole pitch of like, all right, what else can we have them do in the show?
Because
but you don't always have to choose it. But whenever we do these characters, we love the consistency. We love the consistency with certain characters in Robot Chicken. Like we've always had Duke in G.I. Joe. Anytime Duke in G.I. Joe has appeared, it's Skeet Ulrich. Just because, like, back in 2005, we cast Skeet, and we were like, what if you just came back every time? Would you be down for that? And it's just sort of carried on like that. And that's how Katie became bitch pudding. Like she was there to do some other joke. And she had one line in this Strawberry Shortcake sketch, and she broke out so hard. So hard. She's been impersonated more than anything on the show.
Yep.
Breckenmeyer is Jesus.
We'll relay that for sure.
Yes, he's got a bit of a false idol complex. I don't know. He might need you to tweet that.
That might be the second favorite character he plays.
Visual effects guy. He introduced his mom to Robot Chicken not long after she finished Battlestar. Let's just say bitch pudding ruined Starbuck for her.
No. You have to appreciate the au revoir of Katie Sackhoff. You have to appreciate what an incredibly versatile actress she is. How compelling, and she's so good in Battlestar, and she's so good in Mando. Like the fact that she can come in and do this silly shit for us, you have to like just applaud her for that. I think. Yeah, don't let anything ruin Battlestar for your mom.
If you see it at her at a convention, she always says people ask her to do that voice for her.
Takes her a second.
Yeah.
Takes her to want to give it to her in her ear.
If you see her at a con, feel free to ask.
Don't you dare leave her alone.
All right, so now we go back over here to your little. So now you got the, as we said, Naked and Afraid of Love.
Yep.
So you didn't just say Naked and Afraid. You added the love part.
It just kept evolving as he was going through his issues.
Batman's got a few issues. At least our Batman does.
Yes, our Batman.
He tries to escape.
But
it's
they're
still spinoffs. He's just caught up in spinoffs.
All right, and then this entire sequence, I guess, Dr. Pimple Popper, and I'm not sure what it is.
My feet
literally at the end. I just couldn't believe the
doctor. We wanted a generic doctor for this one, but yes, we kind of went in this direction, and
this is the My Feet Are Killing Me show, and the doctor is Dr. Tosin Hoofer, played by Haley Bailey, who is a comedy expert, by the way. Boy, that was so fun to get to. I love this girl. So in this scene, the nerd discovers that he's got a non-carcinogenic teratoma. It's like a super fucked up growth.
We looked it up.
It's just like a really disgusting growth that should organically die off his body in 90 days, but it also seems to be sentient and talking.
There's the
nerd
Let's call it Total Recall-ish.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, this is not a Quado at all. This is like its own. It doesn't even meet the like watermark definitions.
Ish. Yeah,
What was wrong with my definition? Why you let him do this to me, buddy? I was really getting off on a roll.
All right, but
well, that's it. So this starts the whole adventure.
And then he has the brother,
the teratoma. Yep.
Yes.
I mean, spoiler alert, buddy. People are gonna watch the episode.
Having a brother doesn't mean that we know it's going to happen in this particular scene.
All right. Know.
This being among my favorite of the sequences, just with the blackout. Now this is Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, there you go. This was just probably my favorite sequences.
Why?
The photo shoot. Photo shoot is just keeps going, and I'm like, where are they going to stop? But you don't stop, and you keep going. I definitely think this is my favorite one.
We realized something very funny. I think it was like in our 4th season, where a really, really dumb joke about Silence of the Lambs got written, and the S&P determination was that it would be better to black box anything on the screen that was objectionable rather than pixelate it. And I thought about how funny.
Look at that quote.
I just thought about how funny it is to see black boxes. And I asked them, hey, what if we animate the black boxes? And they're like, what do you mean? And I go, like, what if they have access or,
they move,
you know, they got to move. They're going to move. They have to continue to cover. Yeah. Do I need to black out the area where it previously was? Or can we like wholly map? And they had to agree that we could wholly map. And so we made a sketch that is so fucking offensive because of the black boxes. Like, it is when you watch it, it's just not that interesting. It's not even that funny. But when you watch it with the black boxes, it is endlessly reinvigoratingly funny again and again. So that once you know that becomes like a North Star for you. You're like, well, let's just figure out how we get a black box on this thing.
Just black box everything.
Yeah.
So then the idea of Benedict Cumberbatch came in, and we're like, all right, well, we'll try and actually get him to do his own voice. And so just in case, we want to be really generous with his genitals. And we made like a kind of maybe too much penis for the puppet, you know. And he passed on the show, but ultimately we ran with it anyway. But to black box,
and I will put out there, he didn't technically pass. Time just ran out. Time just ran out.
Right.
You have a certain amount of time to get someone, and if you don't hear back, you have to make adjustments. We just didn't hear back.
Right. Yeah. But if their reps are like, there's no way that he's going to do this, they might just like be like, we're asking. Anyway, it doesn't matter. His dick is huge in the thing. And we black boxed it out entirely. And I think it's much, much funnier.
Do you ever hear from the celebrities that you include in your sketches?
Rarely. Usually it's like, why didn't you?
Well, Zach Baggins,
ask me?
Yeah, I think would have wanted to play himself in retrospect.
I know, but Brecken's so funny.
I know.
Brecken's so funny in that role. Nothing against Zach Baggins. I just don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But yes, we sometimes we hear and they wanted to have done it themselves. That's usually what happens.
That's usually the way it goes. But the way. You know, I guess it was different. Like, I used to go to like MTV Awards more. You just sort of run into people more frequently. Now I just never leave my house. And so I don't ever meet people in the same way. You got to actually go to an event or something.
Do people ever ask you, can I be on your show?
All the time, which is very flattering. Yeah.
It is. It's super cool. It's also different when you're like in production. I don't think we'll make a whole season again. I just looking at the shape of TV, it doesn't seem realistic. We'll do something like what South Park's doing, where it's like an episodic commitment. You know,
it's going to probably be more specials.
Yeah, the half-hour model is the smartest way for us to do it. Like, keep doing dedicated half hours that work with a specific brand.
Can I be on your show? No, really. Are you SAG? Is he a screen actor?
I like
she's an animator.
Lots of questions.
Yeah. Oh,
she's actually an animator. That's what she does.
I'm just curious
and like try and get in there. That's the smart. That's the smart way. Come in and work as an animator.
You've done so many extremely dark sketches of characters. Ever upset?
Not
Not that I can think of. And if we have, I don't know about it.
I don't know. Maybe that original Wiggles guy.
Nah, man.
I'm just joking, guy. I don't know. Maybe that original guy from the Clifford Dog Show.
Oh.
I don't know. No, nobody's ever said anything about being mad.
Yeah. Which is very flattering also. That, yeah, you end up running into people and they seem to have liked it. We've turned into kind of an SNL-ish, you know? We're sketch comedy. The only difference is we look like, you know, animated toys.
So here's a weird question, and I've asked this of Fasolo many a times. Are you ever just amazed at who shows up in your studio
all the time
to do voices?
All the time. Yes, 1,000%. It's. There have been moments
so awesome.
You geek out and you try to contain the geekdom, but then you realize they're just like everybody else. There've only been a few times that I've probably embarrassed myself. Starting with George Lucas at the beginning, but we got lucky to get to know him. I was definitely uncomfortable when we had Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise at the same time.
But I had spent a month working with Burt, and had gotten to go to dinner with Dom like a week before.
But
I think I have just a slightly different angle on it, just because I was working with.
Of course,
I've been working with like actors and stuff since I was 7 years old, and so for me, of course, it is incredibly validating whenever somebody says yes and wants to work on your thing, and getting to collaborate with any of those people like we did with the RZA or even with Mix-a-Lot, like getting to make a song is fucking insane. The thing that I find works the best for me to not trip out is remember that you're all there on purpose. We're there on purpose. We did a thing that they think is cool, and now we have to do that together. So don't freak out, dude. Like, save that shit for the parking lot. Right now,
all right, Seth, but a serious question though. You have been doing this for your whole life. Was there who was the person you were starstruck by? There's got to be one or two.
Yeah, it's all the like. It's I mean,
it's the older time. It's the generation
it's
above
like
us.
Don Knotts said that he'd come in and do the show, and I couldn't even take it, and so he came in. I had auditioned for Pleasantville, but didn't even get close to it, and so I thought I'd missed all my shots at working with Don, and he agreed to come in and do our fucking show, and it was I can't even explain it. And they were like, hey, he's got this macular degeneration, and he can't read the scripts anymore. But if you're in the booth and you'll prompt him, he'll come and do the show. And I can't even tell you, like old actors, like being in the wings and be like, forsooth, who steps upon the forsooth? You know what I mean? I couldn't even just be in. It was so magic. It was just like an extraordinary thing. So the people like that are the ones that really get me.
It's like
the actors.
Like Pat Morita was in Las Vegas, and he was like, if you fly out, we can record him there. And like, not only did we fly out to record him there, he's like, I'll drive you back to the airport. And it was like,
at the end of the record, he's like, so now what, guys? Where are you going? We're like, I don't know, we just get fucking jump on the 6 o'clock flight. And he's like, all right, I'll take you. And we hop in his like station wagon or whatever he's riding.
Yeah, but those are those moments.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's just so cool.
Yeah, you don't.
All right, so Matt, I know that you were a huge Star Wars fan, famously at Wizard.
Yep.
Seth, I'm sure you know this. You had recorded the I don't know,
Anthony Daniels.
Wizard Star Wars Wizard TV special. What was the
I thought you were going to say about my voicemail. My voicemail about the Wizard was
that's where you're going
Anthony Daniels.
Is this where you discovered Zeb though?
What's that?
Is this where you discovered Zeb?
Well, that Wizard discovered Zeb. Yes.
No, you discovered Zeb at the Wizard Fan Award, Wizard Awards, right?
But what I had on my Wizard voicemail back in the day, it was Anthony Daniels. He recorded it at the very first, what's it called? I interviewed him for Toy Fair, and at the end, I asked him to do my voicemail, and he did my voicemail that said like, R2 and I aren't here anymore. And so if you need, and he's like, isn't that right?
Leave your message for Matthew Senreich after the beep.
And then
after R2 signal.
Yep.
That was the greatest. So
all right. So Matt and Seth, I don't know if you knew this. Matthew Senreich was my intern, and then within 3 years, he was my boss.
No.
True story. I don't know if that says more about Matt or about me.
That's not quite true. You were on the digital side, which there's a whole other thing, but it was dial-up. I was doing this thing called print.
You were, but Matt, you even then when you were just young Matt Sunrise, we knew you were a rising star. All right, so and it's okay. I'm going to call you Sun. So Sunrise, what was the celebrity that was the one that had you starstruck? Yeah, you had to play the part. You were like, I'm a producer. I'm
George
professional.
George Lucas, hands down. Yeah, like it took me 6 months to get comfortable with him. And when I finally got comfortable, I was like, oh, okay. I get this guy's sense of humor. I know I can interact with him on a normal level, but it takes a while when you're, again, with someone who you look up to that much. And You just want to be able to have a regular conversation without anything else. And when you have that, that's when you have that moment. And yeah, it was at a lunch that I still remember. And he told me how I'm the dad in the room, and him and Jeff like my 8-year-old kids. And I thought that was very entertaining. I was like, all right. I was like, I feel normal now.
That was my favorite moment. Rick said that to us real early on, like when we were talking about the total consumption of the studio system by all these external companies. He was still, Rick McCallum in 2005 was still had a mind on independent filmmaking. Like they foresaw all of this stuff. That's why they were trying to build that third space. Anyway, Rick said he was talking to us about where to find the money and how to produce in other places and looking for the grants and stuff in the other countries and what kind of this and that. And he just turned away from me and looked right at Matt and he goes, hey, you're going to have to be the business guy, because he just glazed over entirely when I mentioned these numbers. And I was like, yeah, Rick, I'm the razzle dazzle. You can't bring me in here and expect me to do the word processing. Don't. You get the wrong guy for the job.
Matt, did you find yourself struck by the fact that you became the business guy? Because if I remember correctly,
I'm definitely not a business guy.
You were a film major, right? Remember?
No, I was a history major. So
but I remember seeing a film that you made in the office.
God, it's possible. I definitely, when I was at Wizard, Tom Root and I shot something thinking that we were going to make like this short form content back again at the beginning of before the internet. It's pretty awful. I don't think.
How do we get? How will we get our hands on that? How do we?
Tom Root has it. So
all right, we get Tom Root.
Tom Root guy.
Chasing down Root.
Yep.
He's like, no, that was in a garage in the sun.
No, we rented a place out in like Jersey to shoot it. It's like Family Feud. Family.
Oh, I remember that.
It's really.
And it was it was like 80 degrees and like 90% humidity there, right?
Yeah, it was awful. It was an awful day across the board.
It was a big swing, though. Don't feel bad.
We had no idea what we were doing.
You know who that is?
No, I do not.
Greg Orlando.
Greg Orlando.
Oh, look at the picture of him. Hold on, we got to go back to his picture. There he is. That's great.
Flog the.
We ask him why he's called that.
I don't know.
Many names.
All right, Mike. Pretending that you're not starstruck by seeing me every week. What was the celeb that?
Good question.
Silenced you that you
I want to hear this.
Remind yourself I'm working.
Who the celeb that probably I can't remember his last name, but he played Brainy Smurf.
Danny Goldman.
Goldman. And I know it sounds silly because you never actually saw the guy, but when he came into the booth and did the brainy voice, it blew my mind. I was like, what is happening? He was a very old man, but he came in and he just nailed the voice, and that just kind of.
He was awesome.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was like, this is what Hollywood's all about.
Again, you don't know who those people are going to be until they actually do it.
Yeah, I mean, Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise was cool to see them in the booth doing their thing. That was really good. Yeah,
but I think Seth, to be honest, being starstruck by George Lucas I think you get a pass for that. I remember the first time I met Stan Lee, I was like, I'm just going to be okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about Stan Lee. I don't want to say, but Stan Lee took me and Jim McLaughlin to a strip club once.
I'm glad you didn't talk. I'm glad you didn't say that then.
We love Stan so much. Stan came to do the show, and first season, right? That shit with Pam Anderson that wasn't really Pam Anderson. Remember him on the floor with the toys?
Yeah.
I can't remember who played Pam, but Stan came and did his voice, and we were all just like, I can't even take this.
I get it.
This is happening. Yeah.
Stan Lee definitely makes me is in that realm for sure.
And it's okay. You're just like, I'm going to be okay with this.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're just going to do this, Stan. Do me a favor. Can you say Excelsior, like with some conviction? This is great. Stan, would you do me a favor? Can you just say, like, greetings, true believers, but you mean it? That was great, Stan. A little quicker through. Thanks, buddy.
Seth, can you do Stan Lee for us?
Ooh.
Greetings, true believers. Welcome back, Spider-Man fans.
It's okay.
That was pretty good. All right.
My absolute favorite, I'm less of an impressionist than you'd think. Stan's cameo in the Spider-Verse is like one of my fucking favorites of all the ones that he did. I know he got to do a lot, but boy, how lucky are we that we got such a incredible run of him in all these movies.
Late in life, where he was able to just say one or two quick lines, and
it's awesome.
Yeah,
so awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they ran him out like signing autographs and stuff. But he did love it. He loved the people. Man, it was the Toby movie, right? The Toby movie where all of a sudden they were like, "Holy shit, this works!" And don't you remember Stan got like an $80 million check? Like his royalty on the Spider-Man shit was so heavy.
Remember?
You don't remember that? Oh my god, it was such a big deal because it's like validating this guy who spent his life in service to making sure this shit existed, and I don't know, he got to be honored as a legend in his lifetime.
Now, speaking of legends, let's transition, because transitions are for professionals. We got a couple of photos that were pre-provided. What are we looking at here?
That's our writer's room from this cycle from the special. And I don't know what these images are on the laptop in the foreground. I think
that's from Doug's laptop. So whatever he was working on.
Doing? He's just like
no, he wasn't working. Doug wasn't working. He's looking at houses.
Looking at like
Usually he would play some Star Trek game while we were in there writing, and he's on there playing, mapping out the universe.
Okay.
Is this a single home listing? Is that like all the photos? This is all the photos. Are they going to a rental? I'm so curious about what's happening in this browser history. Like,
you were lucky.
Right, you got
something. Yeah.
Amazing.
You got some happy people here. You got Root there in the background.
Maggie, Zoe, Tom Root. Yep.
Donuts. Don't forget those donuts. This Mike.
Guy.
Yep. And if you'll notice in the background, there's that weird shape in the window. We had to put that up because the room that they put us in was about 3 degrees in the morning.
I know.
And then in the afternoon, the sun would shine right through that, and it would bake.
This is how we became the fucking man. They put us in this room.
That's right.
You don't even know, Mike, what I've gone through. Like, if we owned this building, there would already be awnings up there by now. Like, this is so maddening. I tell people we don't want to work in this oppressive, tiny space that is so hot. And they say it's the only one with a big table.
Yeah.
Hey, and there's our buddy.
It's an oldie. I love it.
Yeah, but see that thing in the background was Tom Root's windshield cover for his car. He pulled that in and had to stick it in the window to make it a little cooler.
This hurts me.
All right, so what we got here, a series of award-winning things. Matt, some great photos of you that you can replace for your IMDb if you want.
No, these are just as awful.
Matt cut his chin open.
Yeah, so
that's right.
Yeah. No, this was not the one. It was a previous one that I cut my chin open.
Wasn't that that was
really?
Like
your hair was not this long?
No, my hair was not this long at this time. This was
What year is this?
This is 2016. This was after too much info. It was 2016.
2016. There we go, guys.
But 2010 is when I cut my chin open with the top of that. I was very excited to have won an Emmy. I was a little too
aggressive with your kissing.
And that top of the wing over there is very sharp. So sharp. And when I lifted it, it hit the bottom of my chin and blood dripped down it. And it was
the Associated Press had a field day.
It was a moment.
You bleed for your art, Matt.
I bleed for my art. That is correct.
Right. We've got some more here. It looks like
these are great.
Oh yeah. I don't remember what year this was. It was 2016.
One thing I'll say about Mike Fasolo here. Every year when we go, that's 2016. Every year we go to the Emmys, Mike wears something unique. So like you can see
just
his
in
look.
Case.
or he'll
Facial hair.
do his hair in a different way than you don't expect, or it's kind of magical. One year he had a top hat and a monocle.
I did. I had the full white tux with the top hat and the cane and the gloves and everything.
It's true.
Gorgeous.
And if you don't have those pictures, you should show them all because they are unique. But yeah, you don't know what to expect with Mike's hair. Exactly.
Yeah, we'll face
put on a wig one year. It's like insane. He's done some crazy stuff.
Did you ever wear a wig?
I haven't worn a wig, but that could be for the next one.
Worn a wig.
Oh my God, Mike! If you had we'd have to really dial it in, because if it was a realistic wig teamed with some particular facial hair, it would be
like this picture. Look at this is like.
Oh my God, Mike! Do you know the artist Mungo Jerry from the '60s that made the song "In the Summertime"? Just Google a picture of Jerry and tell me that you'll consider this.
I will consider pretty much anything.
Okay, I accept that.
Mungo
Jerry. Let's see.
You're looking at.
Yeah, we'll pull
but
that up.
Like, we're looking at it right now. This is just
only one. There's one key photo that constantly comes up in this guy. I don't think there's a lot of printed media about him.
We'll see. Mungo Jerry.
Yeah. In the summertime. There it is.
Oh yeah, I would do that. I could definitely grow the mutton chops. That wouldn't be a problem.
You'd be all right there, Mike. That's pretty good. And then even if you look at this one too, Mike, you could really put the whole outfit together.
Yeah, if we can find the wig.
And you have the chest hair for it, Mike.
I don't know if anybody would really want to see that at the end.
100% we would.
All right.
You got to get the expression right, too.
That's the deal. I'll wear that if we get nominated for another Emmy.
Okay, deal.
All right, commitment.
Done. I like it. We'll show the picture on this podcast.
All right, here we go. We're coming back.
We could AI that picture together really quick.
Exactly.
And then you have another one here, which is it's a pretty epic photo, actually. I have to say, this is an epic photo.
Oh, that's a great one. That's really nice.
Well, that's that same night.
Yeah.
What's that feel like when you're up there?
You just don't want to forget to say anybody's name if you start listing names. It's like a small panic, and then they've got a massive clock, and somebody's standing next to the clock, like. And so you just I try to say something nice, smart, inspiring, and then just give it to anybody else who wants to say it. Or if it's one of those situations like when we won for somebody else, you want anybody else say something. Anybody else say something. I push Matt, and he's like, "Thanks, guys. I like hamburgers." You know what I mean?
I should have done that. That would have been great.
That would have been good. Look at this. I'm getting triple dog dared to wear that outfit for the next Emmys.
There we go.
You don't even have to put that much spin on it. He's already agreed. We just need to provide the wig. We just provide it. That's what he sounds like.
All right, but Matt, I'm going to direct this one to you. As a guy that we sat together in these cubes, grinding out pages in a print publication with this little clever idea that you guys were writing gags with action figures, and then you're on a stage. What's that like for you?
No, it's really, again, I'm not someone who wants to be in front of a camera, so it makes it uncomfortable for me. There was a year that I always come back to, and it was our third win, which is even crazier to think about. But Seth was on vacation, and he went on vacation, and I was like, "Hey man, it's the Emmys, you can't." And he's like, "Don't worry, we're not going to win." I said, "But what if we do win?" And he's like, I'm like, "I don't want to be the one who has to talk."
Just tell people I'm in the bathroom or whatever.
And Seth says, "Just tell people I'm in the bathroom." We end up winning. We go up there. I'm blank. And I'm like, "I wish Seth was here." Or whatever. He's just in the bathroom. Laugh. Everybody afterwards, like, "Where's Seth? I thought he was in the bathroom." I was like, "Wow, I must have played that really straight." Because
I'm in Hawaii.
He's in Hawaii.
I'm taking the first vacation I've taken in like years. I'm just sort of sitting on the ocean, like contemplating what is life.
You go blank. Yeah, you just go blank. It's again, they have
Needed
like
a minute.
20 seconds, and you're off. It's like it's more about the people around you. You just want to hang out with these people that you've worked so hard with, and really, that's the moment. It's like you're looking at everybody else, going, "Holy cow, how did we get here?" Like
business prom
experience. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
makes
like
it
a work
great.
prom,
Mhm.
end of school. This was
Yep.
the whole bunch of kids
true.
that went through class this semester. Everybody, if you're lucky, you get invited to the fucking prom. You get to dance, you get the free meal, sort of. Everybody dresses up, takes pictures.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Some people win superlatives like, oh, you guys are most likely to, I don't know, run a Fortune 500 company and enslave us all, maybe. So, and you guys are probably just like gonna get married right now. You know what I mean?
This warms. The fact that he still has a cold, dead heart makes me,
Oh,
I don't know, happy or
Yeah.
sad with him.
That's happy.
the cold dead heart. You really
But this is Greg Orlando, who, Seth, you haven't had the pleasure of getting to know.
Are
This
you
is
sure? That name sounds so
a very
familiar.
special, quote from him. So I appreciate it.
Greg shows up every week and graces us with his cold dead heart
His comments.
jokes.
I love
So-
that.
Oh, sweet. Well,
All right,
then we're here for
so-
you, buddy.
Yep.
Guys, we're excited for your special, but we're going to ask a question, then we're going to set it up so we can clip it. Seth, you've done this once before, but we're going to have you do it again because
forgot.
the first time was so awesome.
Zero
And here's
recollection.
what we're going to
talking
do.
about.
We're going to be asking you this question. Let's pull this up, and then I'm going to ask Matthew first. Hold on, Matt.
No.
For fuck's sake, don't do
Wow,
this.
this is
All right,
one
Matt.
piece of
Oh.
advice.
All right.
I
So,
thought
Matt
this was
Senreich,
different.
what is one piece of advice that you wish you had received earlier in your career?
Not that I'm giving, that I wish I received earlier on in my career. That's a hard one. I think early on in the career,
that's
it
what
would
you said.
probably be to take more chances. I think the best thing that I could have done earlier on would just be, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail. I wish it was okay, because whenever I did do that, you'd let that weigh on you in a way that may not have been the best way to do it. It's, how do I overcome? And that was the thing that I think brought me to where I am, was overcoming all these things. Yeah. If anyone, I would shout out like Joe Yanarella, who worked there, who shit on my writing day after day. But I actually think that benefited me. And it wasn't until those moments that I think I got better.
There you go.
There you go. I hit the right one.
There you go.
Well
There you
done. All right, Seth, we're going to do the same thing with you, and we're going to ask
Oh.
you the same question. Give me a second to set
Oh.
this up. Oh, the cheering's still going. All right. Ready, Mike? All right, Seth, what's
what?
one piece of advice you wish you had received earlier in your career?
Since when you were 6.
Yeah. Well, it's not really that I wish I got, but it's like the key to it, and it got reassured. I was reassured of it again and again, that there simply is no substitute for hard work and time spent with singularity of purpose. It is impossible in a pill or through a book or through a conversation to get what you get from really putting the time into something, taking it seriously enough to see it through, not accept bullshit on its behalf, and fight to see it work. And then if it doesn't, take that with as much grace as you can, and then keep fucking trying, because nothing is easy. It gets increasingly harder. Sometimes you get to do it, and when you get to, it's not a stepping stone. It is not like a leapfrog to something else. Whatever you're getting to do, that's the thing. Do the fuck out of it. Do not even hold back at all. That's the thing. Go for it. Mean it. Don't quit. Well,
Well said.
Well
That's
said.
good advice. That's good advice.
Well said. So, guys, your special is, let me pull the graphic up, like I say, because there you go. You can find this special on, what is it, HBO Max?
Yep.
They took it back to HBO again, right?
It is
no
now
longer
HBO
Max.
Max. Yep. Exactly.
Sure.
And they could watch all your past episodes. Where should they follow you on your socials or what? What's the hustle here, guys?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just like, I find all that stuff just a little dangerous, less fun than it ever was for me. But
Stupid Buddy Studios is probably the best way to do it through the company. Leagueofbuddies.com is our company website.
My name is still Things.
Look at that.
Oh, thanks,
Hey,
Russ.
thanks, Russ.
Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. So that's Stupid Buddy Studios for social content, and then leagueofbuddies.com to check out some of our newer stuff.
Is it awkward to say "stupid buddy" while you're looking at me?
No.
It feels weird to me.
Two O's, I don't care. Oh, with you?
Yeah, it feels weird that, you know.
I mean, you inspired it for sure. So
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I was the fifth person to be able to go to California. But guys, it was a great show. We're gonna put you into the green room. I know that Mike usually has snacks waiting there in the green room. Mike, what did you put in the green room?
We're a little short this week, so I got cheese puffs and sardines.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing what this looks like.
You had me with the cheese puffs, and then
well, if you wrap the sardines around the cheese puffs, it really adds a little extra kick of flavor.
nah.
Good.
Hey, Seth, last show you showed us, I think you were showing us how the screens froze a few times during the episode. Could you show us the screen
This is
freeze
such
again?
a boring gag, and like honestly, nobody's even impressed by it.
Oh,
that's acting right there.
That's good. That guy, he's good.
I think he's frozen. What do you think?
He's definitely frozen. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. All right, Seth, Matt, we're going to put you into the green room.
Thanks for having us, guys. It's great to see you both.
Thank you. We're going to put him in the green room. Mike, good job keeping your day job.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on. Does he still have his day job?
What?
Does he still have a day job?
It's 2025.
All right.
Wait, he's working?
That's the big question mark. He's working.
The whole thing is a gig economy. Like, best of luck, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, Mike, since we know that you might not have a day job, let's zoom through here. And guys, we're here we did a lot of slides. All right, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. The first person to put a comment in the thing wins Matt's underwear. Thanks, guys, so much for joining us. Mike, play the play-out music for us. Thank you so much, Seth and Matt. Mike, play out music.
I'm trying.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Hang in there. Don't
Thanks for having us.
We're gonna